This is your fantasy gymnastics update after week 6 of the college gymnastics season. We're recording this on February 10th, 2025. We're here to tell you who's a steal, who's injured, who's making all the lineups, who's the gymnast you've never heard of that you really need to put in your lineup right now immediately. Welcome to GymCastic, the #1 gymnastics podcast in the galaxy. I'm Spencer from the Balance Beam Situation. I'm here with Jessica. Jessica, let's start it off, as usual, with our roster bargains. After week 6, this is how to get a 9-9 or above on your roster from athletes who are outperforming their price and do not cost the hefty fee of $6,250 gym rubles. So, Jessica, start us off on vault.
Okay, Avery Neff, Utah, 5,000 gym rubles, and you might be thinking but she sprained both her ankles at the same time on floor and was out. But the thing is that she returned to the lineup this week and competed on bars. So she didn't return to vault, but when she does, you're going to want her in your lineup because she's vaulted 3 times in her freshman season, and 2 of the 3 have been 9-9 plus. So put her on your radar for when she comes back. Ankles, healing.
Also, Karina Munoz at Iowa, who's at 4,000 gym rubles. One of our favorites, both for her form and the way she celebrates her landings like a proper excited athlete. She has competed on vault every meet this season, started out the month of February with a 9.925, competed the all-around this past week with 39.35, so it's happening for Karina Munoz.
Anya Pilgrim at Florida, 5,000 gym rubles. And you remember Anya Pilgrim, obviously, from her days of competing as a junior elite in her little black Leo with the white, and she looked like she was literally dressed as a pilgrim. And now she's at Florida, and we've mentioned her about bars, but not vault. And Anya has competed in the all-around for Florida in the last 3 meets and has competed on vault in every meet so far this season. Against LSU in her second competition, Anya scored a 9.925.
So, let's talk about Kalia Lincoln for LSU.
Let's.
Because just 1,000 on vault, because we didn't really know how healthy she was going to be and whether she was going to be able to compete vault. She has competed vault every meet this season, and like in week 5, she scored a 9.925, breaking the 9.9 barrier for the first time, and it was like Kalia Lincoln's nailing it, and then Jay Clark was like, I'm messing with you. She's not going to vault in week 6, so you put her in your lineup and got a 0, you're welcome. But, she's been scoring well, so it's a potential risk, because you don't know if she's going to be in LSU's vault lineup from week to week because they have a lot of options, but it's only 1,000, so is it worth the risk? Also, Hannah Horton of Missouri, 5,000, great vaulter as well as being great on bars. So last year against LSU, as a freshman, she scored 9.95. This year against LSU, 2 weeks ago, she scored 9.925. So basically, she's like, you know who I like to beat? LSU. This was her first time breaking the 9.9 threshold this season. And competing, Missouri has Alabama this week. So another opportunity for some big scores for Hannah Horton. Bars. Have you heard of the fact that Morgan Price from Fisk got a 10 on bars this week? She's at 4,000 gym rubles. Hasn't always gotten the big scores. This time, it came through in a big way for her. But heading into this weekend, she had competed 6 routines, didn't have a 9.9 yet, but now she has a 10. So is that going to indicate the ushering in of this kind of score every week now? It could. These things happen, trends and whatnot. So, might be worth a look this week at just 4,000. Also, Carly Bauman at Michigan, 5,000 gym rubles. The veteran on the team at this point. She was one of the few who's on the roster who was still there who was also there when they won the national championship, and is really like the form and scoring leader for Michigan's team this year. Definitely consider her on bars. Actually, and any of her events, bars, beam, and floor is worth a spot in the lineup. But on bars, she's got 9.9 plus in 3 of the 6 meets this season. So when she sticks that double front, it's like game over.
Alex Irvine. Remember, she was at UCLA, then she transferred to Auburn. She is only $1,000, a steal. As a freshman, she had a season's high of 9.9 for the Bruins, but now at Auburn, she has competed bars at every meet this season, and she just scored a career high of 9.95. And her scores have climbed every week this season. 9.8, 9.825, 9.8, and 9.95. 1,000 gym rubles? Get out of here. Ella Zerbas at Utah. We talked about her before. 1,000 gym rubles. She's on your steal alert. Ella has been in and out of the lineup this season, but she's competed the last 3 meets and has looked strong. She's gone 9875, 9875, 995 this week. It's a career high for her. Last year as a freshman, she didn't break 99 until the second half of the season, where she closed out 2024 with 5 straight 99 plus routines. 1,000 gym rubles, you guys. Zerbas and Alex Irvine. Come on.
And Maddie Wellagora, who is at Arkansas now. So you will remember she did 4 years at Alabama, and now she's for her 5th year. She's transferred to Arkansas. Has always shown the potential to put up big numbers on bars. You were always not really sure whether she was going to be in the lineup, but she had a career high of 995 going into this season from her time at Alabama. She just tied her career high of 995, got it with Arkansas now. And so, always a potential score. She's anchoring that Arkansas lineup now. So she's set up for big things.
Beam, the most important event. So Sophia McClellan, Nebraska, 2,000 gym rubles. We talked about Sophia a couple weeks ago on floor this past weekend against Michigan. She has now entered the conversation on beam. She started her career at BYU and then transferred to Nebraska as a sophomore. And now in her senior season, Sophia has gone 99 plus 7 times prior to this weekend's 995, which is a new career high for her.
Let's talk about Connor McLean on beam at 4,000 gym rubles. So obviously that's like the steal of the century if Connor is hitting. Hasn't had the most consistent time on beam so far this year. So 6 routines so far this season, broken 9.9 in 2 of the 6, has a high of a 9.95, but she can get a 10. She got a couple last season and has, good form and whatnot. So it's often worth it. But, consider it because it's only been 9.9 twice out of 6 routines instead of 20 out of 6 routines, which is like what it should be because it's Connor.
Exactly.
Also, Sienna Alipio, UCLA, 2,000 gym rubles, beam specialist at UCLA at this point in her career. Went 9.925 3 times last season. This past weekend, she got a career high 9.95. It's the second time she's gone 9.9 plus. She's usually in there in that 5th spot for UCLA, like right behind to set up Emma Malabuyo, but like also I could be anchoring that kind of routine. Hashtag put Emily Lee in the anchor spot. I don't know. What am I campaigning for? What do I care? I don't know what I'm saying. Also, Josh Robertson at Arkansas. As you might recall, Olympic trials champion on balance beam is a steal at 1,000. Has been an all-around all the time for Arkansas this season. Beam has been her best score so far because she's been rock solid on her acro elements, as she has been able to do when she's just like a back tuck. I can do like a back tuck with a full, right? And did that for like years and years and years as an elite, just a back tuck. Yeah, I'm going to nail that every time. So she's got 9.9 plus in 4 of her 6 meets so far this year. High of 9.925, which she has done twice. So she's getting it every time on beam.
Sydney Gonzalez, Oregon State, 4,000 gym rubles. I've talked about her before. I enjoy her gymnastics so much. She's a grad student. So has anyone done the entirely grad student team yet? I'm still waiting for this one. Last year, she competed in OSU's first 5 meets before suffering a season-ending injury. In her junior year, she hit 40 out of 41 routines across vault, beam, and floor. On beam, she put up a career high of 9.975 that year. In 2025, she competed on beam, but has just gone only 9.95. Only 9.925 in back-to-back meets. Oh, my God. So I'm just telling you, worth it.
Moving on to floor, Sophia Groth at Auburn is at 5,000 gym rubles. Competing on bars, beam, and floor pretty much this season. Has a career high of 9.975 on floor. And has been in the floor lineup every meet this season. Has 9.9s twice in a row now. 9.95 this past weekend. So she's really finding her scores again and might be worth putting in that lineup. Another one, Bree Clark at Clemson, who is at 5,000 gym rubles, competing on beam and floor right now, was one of the gymnasts who was a star at Utah State and then came over to Clemson with Amy Smith. So junior now has gone 9.9, 9.925, 9.95 on floor in the last 3 meets. And that 9.95 ties a career high.
Riley Guevara from Ohio State, 5,000 gym rubles. Why, you might say, 5,000 gym rubles? Because she entered college as a national champion, people. That's why. This is why you play fantasy gymnastics, to discover the great gymnasts from lesser acclaimed programs. But Ohio, they are bringing it. I'm just telling you, they are bringing it. So this far this season, she's gone 9-9 plus in 4 of her 5 college meets. And this past weekend, she posted a season career high of 9,925.
So another gymnast you might want to check out for your lineups is Maggie Slife at Air Force, who I would say only a sophomore, and I would say she's already probably staked a claim as the best Air Force gymnast of all time. She's broken 9-9 in 3 of her 6 floor routines this season. Just got a career high 9,925. She has all kinds of Air Force records already and all around scores. And so, if you want some security in her lineup, her season low this year is only a 985. So it's been a consistent pick every time, and you should check her out.
Taylor Clark, Florida, 5,000 gym rubles, another big freshman recruit for the Gators. She competed on floor and only floor every meet this season. She's broken 9-9 twice. This past weekend, she posted a new career high of 9,925.
Amplitude. That is the word.
Week 7 fantasy lineups lock Friday, February 14th at 3:30 p.m. Pacific.
As you may know by this point, the winner of the season will receive a full commission episode, and we reward weekly winners, and you can unlock achievements and fill a digital trophy case. And remember, if you don't want to change your lineup, you don't have to. It will carry your week 6 lineup will carry over to week 7, or you can, change your entire lineup over and get rid of all those gymnasts who ruined your ranking and start afresh with new people.
The league stats.
Okay, so our week 5 winner was indeed Hannah Horton. Here's a Helen Who, which not just winning Jessica's name competition, but also like the actual competition for week 5. The current week 6 leader as we record this is Canadiens, but there's still some meets still to happen on Monday. So we will see how things shake out once that is all complete. The price of a 10 category, how much it would have cost to have a 10 in your roster. Morgan Price at Fisk, as we mentioned, only 4,000 gym rubles. So you could have gotten a 10 for 4,000 this past week. Also, Milazan at Cal is at the maximum, 6,250 gym rubles, because it's Milazan at Cal, and we knew she was going to get a huge score, pretty much every time. Not much movement in our gymnasts who are rostered the most, but Audrey Davis is now our new most rostered gymnast at 53.9% for her bars routine. Which I was kind of this past week, I was like, if anyone was going to go a 10, it's still that, leg separation and dismount, but the way she landed, her heels were pretty close together. So I'm like, I feel like the momentum is in her favor for another 10 because the rest of it, as we've just talked about. Josh Robertson's floor is in 52.8% of routines. I think people got scared off because of that 9-7 she got, but that's not going to happen most of the time. Caitlin Jong's bars is up to number 3 at 48.2%. Brooklyn Moore's floor is at number 4 with 44.8%. And Helen Who's beam breaks into the top 5 at 38.9%.
Yes. Week 7, buys, injuries, looking ahead. So injuries, Marissa Neal of Auburn was in a boot, but we don't know if it's a boot or if it's a preventative boot. So we'll see. Leah Smith, Arkansas, also in a boot. Same statement. Olivia Hollingsworth, Auburn, is out with an Achilles. Peyton Harris at Ohio State was on crutches. Returning, Avery Neff is back in the bar lineup. And Danielle Sievers, who didn't compete since the second meet, returned on bars. And then on buys this week, Utah State and Air Force.
So everything we said about putting Maggie Slife in your lineup, wait like a week. Then go for it. A couple teams are competing twice in this next week. So Illinois and Iowa have 2 meets. So as always, if a team competes twice, you get to take the high score of the 2 that the gymnast presumably recorded that week.
Will you tell the people what the new thing is that you've decided to do on GymCastic?
Yeah, so I'm doing a live watch chat on Friday evenings with our meets on gymcastic.com for club members. So you can come in using the software that we use. You can respond to each individual note or talk amongst yourselves or have a little chat as I'm, giving my general reactions to things. So that will start at 4 p.m. Pacific time on Friday, February 14th on GymCastic's website. So join Club Gym Nerd if you want to be part of that.
And Club Gymner, you get lots of other stuff, including first dibs on live show tickets, which are coming up soon. And this is what supports our regular show and the travel around the world that we do to cover gymnastics and bring you all this content. And we will see you on Spencer's live chat at 4 or College and Cocktails after that, or both. Friday, February 14th, we are watching Oklahoma versus LSU. You can live chat along with Spencer on gymcastic.com. And then afterwards at 7:30 p.m., College and Cocktails. Where we all chat together live and answer questions live from the week after the meet. Never miss an episode by adding the College and Cocktails schedule to your Google or Apple calendar. There's a link in the show notes on how to do that. And until next week, spend your gym rubles wisely, and may the Beam Witch be with you.